Hey, so this one is all about a bit of motivation. It's about trying to battle through those times when you feel like you've fucked up. Those times when you feel like you're consistently trying to better yourself, but you just keep stuttering, you just keep faltering. You can't seem to get over that barrier, that hurdle, that roadblock. You can't seem to find the path through. And you get demotivated, you get frustrated, you get down on yourself about that process. You feel like you're a failure, like you're the one that keeps fucking up, like it's your fault and everyone else is making progress but you. Everyone else seems to find a way through it, to navigate their way through these same problems, but you can't. So what I've realized is, since being an online coach and working with people from many different backgrounds, many different goals, is that training programs are great. Nutrition strategies, calories, macros are important, absolutely. But it's the stuff that happens between your ears, in your mind, that is the biggest determining factor as to whether you're going to succeed or you're going to just go back into that loop of trying and failing and kind of being down on yourself constantly. So this one is about specifically a conversation I had with one of my clients over email. And literally, I've written this down as an email that I've sent out to my mailing list as a bit of motivation for them. So I just wanted to read this out to you now so that you get the benefit and basically me reading through it to give it a bit of an understanding of where it's coming from. And I'll probably go off on a few tangents and things like that. But the main crux of it was trying to help this particular guy get through situations during the week where he would consistently falter, consistently stutter, and habits would form where maybe drift into eating too many snacks and kind of drifting off and allowing that sort of almost emotional eating to take over. So it was kind of driven by that and trying to work through his strategy to make that work for him. So it was all about, the title of the email was, "The only way you'll fail is if you give up." Because ain't that the fucking truth? Because sometimes you feel like you're wasting your time when it comes to dieting, and you feel like, it's the case of, despite your best efforts, you continue to fall off the rails. That might be snacking, that might be binge eating, it might just be the lulls and the dips in motivation that you get constantly. But whatever it may be that's causing you to get off track, it feels like one step forward, two steps back, or fucking hell, it might feel like one step forward and 25 steps back sometimes. But you need to know that this kind of thing happens, and whether you are a seasoned pro or just a beginner, everybody goes through some sort of ups and downs on their journey to whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. It's never this smooth sailing magic carpet ride to the promised land. It's always some sort of up and down struggle. So what I want to do is read out this conversation that I've had over email, just two or three messages, backwards and forwards, to give you an understanding of maybe how you need to rethink about this whole process, so that you don't get kind of really, really taken down by those dips in motivation or those times where you feel like you've gone off track. So the client said to me, and I quote, "I feel like I should stop wasting your time because I can't get this back on track. And until I do, I won't make any further progress." Now that's probably a feeling, an emotion, a situation many of you have probably been in before. Whether you've got a coach or whether you haven't got a coach, you kind of maybe feel like you are wasting your time when it comes to dieting, that you can't get things back on track. You always seem to stutter at the same point. You always seem to make the same mistakes. And until you crack that, you can't progress any further. So you feel like you haven't got the solution. So what's the point? And that's a common feeling. So my response back was this. First of all, you're definitely not wasting my time. My job is to stand side by side and help you crack this, which is exactly what we will do. So today is an opportunity for you to get back on track, to put yesterday behind you, because it's done. Don't compound your feelings by letting today slip. Focus, be positive, and go for it. Put yourselves in the shoes of the man who has cracked this problem. What would his mindset, habits, and behavior be? Then go do that. You've got it in you to do this. You just have to believe it. Truth is, the only way you can fail is if you give up. And I think that's an important message, because you can let those dips, those times that you do go off track, to really affect you for multiple days and weeks thereafter, and make you feel like a failure. But you really do have to put it behind you and move on. And that point about thinking about the habits of the person that you want to be and putting yourself in the shoes of the person you want to be is really super important. So how does that person who is already lean, or who is already whatever it is you want to be, strong, or whatever your goal is, how would they behave? So would that person, that version of you, be going to the gym consistently? Would they be preparing their meals? Whatever it is, what would they be doing? And then start to replicate that, and you'll create that snowball effect. So I go on to say in this email, stop beating yourself up when you're not perfect. You're not a human. You're not a human. You are a human. You're not a droid. That's what I did say. I did not type that. So stop thinking you're a failure if the scale goes down every day. Stop believing you fucked up after a piece of cake or a pizza. These sorts of things happen, and it's not going to be a make or break of your progress. Clearly, you don't want to do it every single day and all day long, but it's not make or break. Because at the end of the day, if you're busy now, you'll always be busy. You'll always have a dick of a boss who comes and gives you a bunch of shit to do last minute that causes your stress levels to go up. You've probably got family and other sort of like social things that just add to the amount of work you feel like you've got to do, or the amount of tasks that are building up and all that sort of gaining pressure. That's never going to go away. So you're never going to have this perfect journey. So you really do have to stop beating yourself up about these things and really kind of refocus and reset your mindset to say, what is in my control? What are the things that I can actually influence on a day-to-day basis? And I'm now going to focus on those and be positive. Whatever else happens around me, happens around me. And how I react to that is basically going to be the determining factor whether I succeed or fail on this journey. So I hope sharing that real life client experience helps you understand that, you know, even if you have a coach, it's not smooth sailing. I can't wave a magic wand and make your leaner, healthier, badass body appear overnight. It's still a process of working through that, but it's how the support process works. It's how we help change your mindset, be more positive, work through those issues and come out the other side. Because like I said at the beginning, the only way that you'll fail is if you give up. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the show. If you did, head over to Instagram at Iron Paradise. No, it's not. At Iron_Paradise_fitness. We do one take. And come drop me a message, slide into the DMs, tell me your experiences, how it might have helped you. And if you've got any questions that you want me to answer on a podcast, feel free to do that as well. But for now, I'm just going to say, keep living the lean life, and I'll see you on the next episode.